Hey guys, so today I just want to kind of do a show and tell semi-unboxing video for you all because it's not a complete true unboxing since I've already unboxed it a few days ago, but I want to show it off because it's got a lot of cool things in it and some tapping sounds that I like. And I want to apologize right now off the bat because everybody in this house has a bad cough, so I will probably have to edit out a lot of background coughing. So if it seems choppy, that's why. So this is what I got the other day on November 4th. It is, as you can see, another Bob Dylan box set, the Basement Tapes Complete, which is something that I have been waiting for quite a while, and it is like an essential piece of any Dylan collector's collection. So the Basement Tapes are actually a collection of songs that Dylan created with the band in his home that was not in a big studio. It was mostly just like jamming out with friends, and he made this collection back, I believe, in '67, right after he had had a motorcycle accident that took him out of the spotlight for quite a while. He decided to basically get out of the spotlight and just sort of be low-key at that point, but to collectors, the Basement Tapes are some of the most brilliant songs that he's made. He did release a 2-disc or 2-album set back in '75, I think. I could be wrong, but that finally did release the 1967 songs. Not the full collection, just a select few that he chose. And now, in 2014, finally, the complete Basement Tapes have been released. And this is a really nice box set. I think all of his box sets are really well done and well made. They have a lot of intricate details. This one came with 6 discs and liner notes, and also a book of photographs that are rare or never before seen, I believe. So I'm just going to be making sounds and showing it off a little bit. And I'm sorry I've been away for a while. Like I said, everybody's sick here and I haven't been feeling too well. I've been feeling really tired lately and just wanting to sleep a lot. Can't even really get a lot of strength to work as much as I should be. But hopefully that'll get better soon. Just really like the way these boxes sound. They have good tapping noises. And again, I'm going to put a disclaimer just for the people who maybe end up here and not looking for ASMR. The reason I'm tapping on this box is for relaxation purposes, for people to get relaxed from the sounds. And I've listened to, well, I haven't listened to all of them. I've gotten up to 5, I believe, because there are so many songs. And it's really good. There's some really good ones that I can't believe he didn't release on the original basement tapes. Oh, and also there is a little advert included that is saying that there will be a new album by Bob Dylan coming out in 2015. He tends to do that. He'll make a re-release of something or of the older songs that he never released before. And then he'll release a brand new album as well. I guess so people will be satisfied in one way or the other. People who like his older stuff get something, and then the people who respect his newer stuff get something as well. But anyway, so as you can see, there are 2 books here. One is purely photographs, which is this one. And I'll probably go through that one last, but here are the 2. They really made it look genuinely like there's tape on this, but there's not. I really like collecting stuff like that. For people who download music, they just don't get the cool little things like the details. I mean, anybody could scan these pictures and put them online, but you don't get to see the little intricacies of the packaging, which is something I like. I really like to just collect things for display. I like the way that sounds too. I like the way little tiny taps sound. I think more so than the really loud big taps. going to start with this one. Since this one holds the actual CDs, and they made the holders look just like the album cover copies, so you can actually read what's been written on them. Photo. It's one of the more well-known photos from this time. And some art. And there are a few pictures throughout this as well, but it's mostly, I think, the story behind the basement tapes and some liner notes. I would read them, but I'd rather just do, for right now, a page flipping portion. And if you guys have not, if you're a collector and you haven't bought this yet, I would suggest buying it because I think it's limited edition, and as it sells out, I'm sure it's going to be worth a lot more than it is right now. Just because it's something that's been so well sought out for so long. They also have a vinyl version. I don't know if you get all 6 vinyls, but something like that. Now here's the cover of the original Basement tapes, and it's like really intricate. It's almost like a Sgt. Pepper's. There's so many details in it. And they have images of the actual records that these were made out of. That's kind of strange if you see a picture of before and after his motorcycle accident. It's a completely different image that he wanted to portray. And I respect him a lot for that, because he was always someone who really didn't care what other people thought. So if he wanted to be something completely different, he could be whatever he wanted. And the rest of the albums. And I like how they have this too. It's as if he wrote on your own copy, but it's just a copy of it, of the original, written on music list. And the rest of the albums. So there's a lot, but it's totally worth it. Each CD has about 22 to 25, I think, songs on it, and there are 6 discs, so that's a lot of songs. And I like that they didn't really edit out all of the goofing around that they did during some of the songs. It's really candid and intimate. It's almost as if you were in the room with them when they were jamming. So that is the first little book. And this is the book of photographs. I like the paper in this book. It has that sound if you run your fingers over it. It's like one of my favorite sounds, especially a fresh book, when you just run your fingers over it. It's crisp. And I think it's really cool how they took the photographs out in the, looks like a woodshed, and he's just sitting on a tire. It's such a strange image compared to what he was about a year earlier. But the photos are really high quality. I mean, these are, I don't think a lot of these have ever been seen before. You get pictures of the band playing around in the springs. It's just a country feel to it. This one says, Bob Dylan and the band, unknown location, March 1967. And it looks really like they're just playing in somebody's dirty basement, honestly. Or maybe a shed. I can't even tell. A tree with roots. These are pictures of the actual record. Song lists, I think. And then they start having pictures of all of the cover songs and that were done of these songs. Like The Mighty Quinn. One of my favorite songs on the basement tapes that was previously on one of the bootleg series is a song called Santa Fe. It's a really good song. I just kind of like how they show all these posters in the magazines, because I didn't live back then, but I can sort of see the history in it. And there's news write-ups. And little articles. All in all, I think this is a really cool collection. Definitely one of the coolest that I own in terms of what you get for the amount of money you pay. pictures from the actual making of the cover photo from the basement tapes. They had a ballerina, well, somebody dressed as a ballerina, a nun, and the actual photo for the cover was made in 1975. But anyway, I hear a train in the background, so I should probably end it. I hope you guys enjoyed looking at it. If you're a Dylan fan, and if you're not, I hope it was somewhat relaxing, as always. So, thank you for watching. Good night.